thank you to Dr. Chetna and Ms. Ananya Sachdeva for the uh, very warm introduction for every panelist, each and every panelist that we are having. And I would like to welcome each and everyone in the uh, second webinar that we are hosting with UNGC and I. Uh, yeah, so first of all, I would like to thanks to all the panelists today that we are having Dr. Manorama Bakshiji, Dr. Gangacharan Sharma and Dr. Subramanya Kasnoorji for giving us valuable time and opportunity to hear from you. Just a quick introduction of Taru Foundation. Taru Foundation is a newly constructed and structured uh, social development venture based in Korba. Korba is a district in Chhattisgarh. We have registered ourselves last year only. And Taru is a group of social development experts having the similar mission and vision to work for the sustainable growth of the society. Taru Foundation is working for SDG 2030, and we are very much focused on goal 3, goal 4, goal number 6, and goal number 13, and with distinct indicators that uh, we are trying to achieve with various sustainable development goals and our implementation strategies. Moving towards the further going towards the further on the topic and the discussion for today, that on the vibrant economy and integrated social development. This is a topic that we were since long we were trying to understand from the uh, every point of view, from social development experts, from a person who is having a vast experience into enterprise model, from a person who is from the corporate background. As if now we are having a panelist from each and every corner or different perspectives, so we can actually get all the insight. So once again, thank you very much. I would just like to give a quick understanding with some of the data that I am having. Like today, India is considered as the world's seventh largest economy by nominal GDP and third largest by purchasing power parity, with seven of the world's top 15 information technology outsourcing companies based in India. Now, this is again a big data. India is now also viewed as the second most favorable outsourcing destination after the US, United Nations. India is the second largest startup hub in the world, over 3,100.
Nitin, will you please speak bit louder? Your voice is very low.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was just giving few of the data and stacks, supporting today's topic, which is like vibrant economy and integrated social development. So the data that I am having is, talking about the India and the prospects of India. Like India is one of the world's fastest growing e-commerce market. India is seventh largest economy by the nominal GDP and third largest by purchasing power parity. Then India is again having, the second most favorable outsourcing destination after US. So these are the data. Over 60 cities with million population. This is a huge potential that we are having. Again, the young population over more than 700 million uh, under 35 or at the age of 35. We have the regional diversity. In India, we speak on an average 22 official language, with English, which is widely spoken. So now these are the facts which are talking about the the perspective that we are having for vibrant economy. Now, when we move further, so there is Western urbanization began in India with industrial revolution, and
Nitin, will you please keep mic near you? Your voice is breaking.
uh, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Now it is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now moving further, when we are talking about the integrated social development prospects, so we are having this thing, the urbanization and the Western urbanization and the industrial revolution that began in India for the economic and social development growth. But India and most other developing countries, urbanization does not reflect their development. Uh, if you compare Indian urban population increased on and around in 90s there were 11 percentage, and in 2011 we were around having 33 percentage. So this fact is that majority of Indians still live in rural areas. About 80% of Indians are involved in agriculture. Almost 53% are literate, and life expectancy is somewhere around 56 years. So as a sense of discontent with the present state of affairs underlies such topics as spatial disparity, problem on migration, unfavorable socio-economic changes, and the role of science and technology in the development. This is why we think that integrated approach to development using appropriate technologies while also providing educational, health, financial facilities to the people is very much important for the vibrant economy improvement and the development. In the continuation, I would like to invite our first panelist and the speaker, Dr. Manorama Bakshiji, to provide some lights on the emerging issue and enlighten us for the future social development perspective. Thank you very much, everyone, and all to you, Dr. Manorama Bakshiji. Thank